Why are some people so wicked? Friend and her husband suddenly made it in life. Before now, my husband and I were everything to them. Whenever I cook, I must dish and ask my daughter to take the food to her. If I buy clothes for my kids, I must buy for hers too. Whenever I'm going to any occasion, I must invite her. I made sure she was carried along because I took her like my sister. One time, her husband left the house because of quarrel. I and my hubby fed them for 3 weeks and begged the man to return home, which he came back. There was this time she was sick and hospitalized. Her children were with us. I took them to school before taking my kids because their father would finish and bring them, and I would rush out like a mad woman so that I can meet up. While their dad goes to the hospital and rush to work, then he was a security for someone and must report at 7 a.m. I suffered many times for these people. Now they have made it and they have changed completely. They had their housewarming party and they didn't invite us. She said it was not arranged, that her husband just called some dignitaries only. I ignored, and another day I sent my son to go give her beans and plantain because he's her favorite. Do you know that this woman returned the food and said she didn't ask for it? I was so embarrassed because I had a visitor when I sent my son, and seeing him brought back the food, I felt so bad. When they newly bought the house, we went there. Do you know that my friend told my children not to sit on the couch, that they should go outside and sit on the bench by the security post? My husband got angry and left with our children. I waited to ask her if we will still go to see the farm. The farm she said she wanted to share with someone. To my surprise, she said one of her husband's friend's wife has already taken it to be shared among 2 of them, not with me again. I went back home that day crying, not because of the farm, but because of how she has changed suddenly, not considering all I've done for her in the past. Under few months of glory, she's just like this. But for some reasons, I didn't stop calling or visiting. Each time I call, she will fake busy and that she will call me later when she's less busy. But she never called. The last time I visited, she told me that I should limit how I visit, that her husband is complaining about having friends around, that they are now high and mighty and should be mindful of people they make friends with because of how the world is. I reminded her of where we started, but she said she can't tell that people change, especially when they see you are blessed. I stayed for almost 2 hours helping her to arrange the house, but she never had offered me anything. I was still cleaning when 2 women came driving Prado, and she hurriedly and told her maid to prepare food for them. When I was about leaving, she introduced me to them as someone who often came to help her around. I went back home and decided never to call or visit her house again. In fact, I deleted her number from my phone, and my husband did the same. For 2 months now, none of them have called us to know how we are. Is that how the rich behave?